raped often, who had children that were each taken from her. But Beth was one strong woman. She was like a Sojourner Truth or a Harriet Tubman, a woman who made change, who was changed to herself. She helped some other slaves escape the free country that was North America. The black people have been dispossessed, my daddy used to tell me. I only knew what possess meant. Did dispossess mean not to own? My daddy told me he called me Beth because my grandmother's African name was whipped out of her. This was the name the white people gave her with the welts in her black skin. He said that history had to be remembered too. I don't remember much of my parents, just from when I was really little. I had this fear of glass, of mirrors. It haunted me. And everywhere I went it would be, in shops and cars, all over the place. Once when I was 8, I broke a small round mirror. I was so superstitious. So I counted on my fingers how old I'd be before I'd be happy. 15. It seemed old. Whenever I looked in the mirror, I saw ghosts of old reflections. The face behind my face. I was a shock to myself. I feel like I've met her before, you know. There's something about her that made me feel so at home. I just can't get out of my head. She has left a warm glow all over me. Maybe I'll give her a call. This is ridiculous. It's too soon. It's too soon. I'll give her a call tomorrow. I just don't know what to do. Hello? Opal, Beth here. I fancy you. Would you like to get to know me better? Can you imagine? She would hang up probably. I could phone and a man might answer. I don't even know if she's got a boyfriend. I could phone and listen to the endless ring on my heartbeat saying, answer, Opal, pick it up. And slowly watch my hand hang up the phone. My head is spinning. I should have given her my number. No way. That would be worse. To be sat here, like the prize ass, waiting for the phone to ring. My face is a shock to itself. The brain in my head thought my skin white and my nose straight. It imagined my hair was this curly from twiddling it. And every so often, I saw me. Milky coffee skin. Dark, searching eyes. Flat nose. And a voice from the mirror would whisper, nobody wants you. No wonder you think you're white until you look in me. I scared you, didn't I? And I'd stop and I'd will the glass to change me. Where did you get that nose? I used to feel so alone when I looked in there. Comes and goes. When I met Opal, she was so familiar. A dream I never expected to come true. Like seeing my own reflection. I used to think that I was the only black lesbian in the world, you know. And I'm serious. Just me and my tods. I've never really liked the word lesbian. It's just a name, but we don't need a name. I first thought I was a lesbian at school, and it was terrifying, because none of the textbooks mentioned that name. So I'd search all over for boyfriends to cover my terror. I was in love with my female English teacher, and it hurt me to the core that I could never tell her. Never have her want me back. I once looked up lesbian in the medical dictionary. I was worried about my hormones. It's just a phase, it will pass. But it didn't. And now I have Opal. And I can't can't imagine my life without her in it. She calls me a drama queen when I ask her how long she thinks will last. You were living before you met me, and you'll carry on living if we split. All I imagine is growing old with her. She's all I have. Tomorrow is something I can't plan. However, I am not the only woman in the world, you know. But she is. I used to feel so unwanted. I was so unwanted. My parents never wanted me. And that's what terrifies me. I feel wanted by her. I am wanted by her. Wanted? Wanted for murder? For killing off the race? God says it isn't natural. God says it isn't natural. AIDS is God's vengeance on the men, punishment for their sins. Man and woman, Adam and Eve, that's the way it was meant to be, It is sick, but it can be treated. There is hope for them yet. Aversion therapy, electric shocks, special diets, a screw. What do they do? What do they do, these lesbians? It's easy to imagine what the men do, but the women, the thought of it turns to national stomach. I had a day of it today at work. So I suggested curry to one of my clients for lunch. And she said, it's not us that like that, but you coloured. I didn't know what to say, so I just said that I didn't like the word coloured. And she said, well, what would you call yourself then? I said, black. She laughed and said, but you're a half-caste. What a cheek. What's wrong with half-caste? She said, well, it's derogatory. It's like all those other horrible descriptions. Half-breed, mulatto, the lot. I mean, it really gets to me when people insist on saying that I'm half and half, that I have to face it. Face it. Face it. Face it. Face what? My face is up like a big balloon. My eyes are swimming pools. My nose is an ape's nose. My lips are rubber. My face is dark and smooth. My cheeks are high and mellow. My eyes are deep and knowing. My nose sniffs new scents. My lips are soft and gentle. I'm afraid I lose face. Lose face with myself. I've had a string of boyfriends and I've liked the feeling of a penis inside of me. So does that mean I'm not a real lesbian? I've gone through my life taking on new things, and now all of a sudden I'm a black lesbian. I can't take myself seriously. What is that? It's a joke. It is the terror of beginnings, where the end cannot be envisaged. Malicious words sitting on the edge of my tongue where I want is smothered. The terror of ending. And the others, what would they say? And knowing anyway that I could not say nothing. The years of the emptiness, how long could I live a lie? How long would the air stifle me in that closet? And yet the smell of an unwanted husband's breath in the morning is enough to make me long for those uncertain moors. Dark eyes lit by the fire in her. Dark eyes sparkling at the woman in her. Dark eyes dancing out the need of time. I'm running out of time. So many women have been swept away. So many women lost at sea. Would she like to have a daughter who is a lesbian? Tell me, would she know my name? Would she call my name? And my daddy who named me after my great-great-great-grandmother. Would he love my life? If we found each other, would he find a way to say that he's ashamed he ever brought me here? If I could tear it up, this fear that wears no soft gloves, could banish all the what-ifs, and 20 years from now, where will I be? How do dykes grow old? I have this picture of Oakland eye, maturing like good wine, loving all the fines, love keeping us warm. Whenever I picture it, love stretched over the years with plenty left to spread. I butcher the picture with my carving knife, and she is suddenly dead. And I'm at her funeral, and nobody there knows what we meant to each other. And all of her remaining relatives wonder, who is the sobbing girl in the dark coat at the back with the pewter herself? This picture makes me want to say it now, and forever my name. Tell them all where my loving lies, allow them no weapon, for there is no bulletproof protection for the likes of us. And even though I have no family, I still turn my insides out when I imagine what they would say. The nurses, the doctors, the old school friends, the home friends, and all the anonymous who should mean nothing, but might carry a knife, might follow me home, might write graffiti on my wall. If I could banish it all, this fear that keeps all ours, and let me live my life, and let me live my love, and let me love my life. It's now. It's time. Time changes light. Light changes time. There we were with the dawn in the dark in the dawn, trying to find the words. Trying to find the words.